Abrantie a beautiful analysis and beautiful explanation to this helicopter crash issue na obia ka ho asem ewo Ghana haino. Now you see the reason ntia obia kire na adwini nimdi obia oka ho asem no enie none of them any survive ye etimi be explaining ye see ye obia wuye 8 of them omunyina akọ enti yendim ne esi ye before helicopter na be kwa ye den akoboduam. You and I don't know. Nti ye nyina ye imagine and ye bisa questions. Due to that no enkrofo breach o ma bi na answer me bo video we no my ha de wa ha. Obi en sentwere ni wa Sempa FM. Obe posti ade we yankinkan. What a regular listener of Ecosystem who is a pilot with one of the local airlines sent to me on the show yesterday. Obi, good afternoon. Helicopters and low clouds do not go together. The pilot should have returned to Accra. Helicopters have to fly below the clouds, and because the clouds are now very low, they have to fly lower and as a result flew into trees. These are some of the pressures on air pilots. You have to always stand your ground no matter what. Thanks. And the Obi said, one of the listeners, I want to show you Ecosystem Sempa FM. Oya Jumo, one of the local airlines, either African World Airline or Passion Air, one of these. And I was sending message with the man explaining this issue. Now, according to Obi, Nipa or say, Nipa say, helicopters any low cloud and go together. We have to know say helicopter is different from aeroplane. Helicopter is different from aeroplane. And also nam wiem there, but is different from aeroplane. Or say, and can tempano as a single pilot no. Assign the chikon crime. Or says helicopter is here then F fly below cloud. What I say? And this is the aeroplane. Ufru plane now plane it me kosro pa. It me kopa and yakitwa. What I say? Aha. And no be there. Yet yes here because a aeroplane. But helicopter the end to me kosa and they say our form kakra below the cloud. And what I say? Na cloud no see then and so you very low. So as I say almost then a fly lower. And say some eyewitness for the be almost na helicopter no form kra. Yes. Because okosroa and this aeroplane na ye directing say faha no dabi onu o hwe ne wo hu na wo de akọ ba aeroplane de se o dwane akokọ hye cloud no mu pona o kwa onye follow ne odi akire no ekoduru ba bia obelandia mo nkrofo na ye den ahun se wa landi wo airport ba helicopter ne is different. Nti say because of that no even mukai say omba be ka kire say you say very soon whether be back Ghana near them. Me say many pabi of Dubai of a Ethiopian airline na or back Ghana. Omudru Ethiopia Addis Ababa na. Omo ka kire obo say do weather nenye they have to stay in Addis Ababa for 2 days before or back Ghana. Yeah. Weather nenye for aeroplanes kura na helicopter. Due to that no ena omudiko boduam. Ase we na ye pressure bia ewo omo pilot so. Serious. Nti according to this pilot no was it the best thing I can so here say osan kwankran. That was the best thing. Osan the chi. But anya banasa. Now you heard your listen to this guy.
let's talk about the crash. On July 10, Ghana Meteorological Agency on my forecast of July, August, and a month ahead. They said, say, the weather is going to be more cloudy, more foggy. There's going to be rains in the southern parts of the country, which Obuasa is part. All right? Now, let's also talk about helicopters. Helicopters fly within a range of 1,000 and 10,000 altitude, okay? And it doesn't go that high altitude. It stays within the range of 10,000 and 1,000. Now, clouds are found around 7,000, all right? So basically, helicopters fly below clouds because they depend on visuals to move. The pilots should see where they are going. I will say pilots now control helicopter now. I will say baby omonko. And so now we're pilots helicopters. Now, if you listen to the accounts of the people that were around, almost say the plane was flying very low at that point when it passed because not almost did and they saw that the plane was very low. Now, one thing we should understand is if the visuals are not really clear, if vision is very poor, if visibility is very poor, helicopters tend to come very low so they're going to be able to see what is ahead of them. Because they only depend on visuals to fly. The pilot should see ahead. Now I see that a lot of people are prying on conspiracy theories to make this whole thing look like it was an orchestrated agenda against His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I also see that people are saying, say, the NDC is doing well and the CIA want to take him out. I also see, say, Ibinomo say he decided to help Palestine in Tianunti and the world is trying to attack Ghana for that. Say, when a problem comes, we'd have to be able to look into the problem, do investigations, and then find a solution, probably a reason, the cause, and then find a solution to it. Let's continue. Helicopters only fly with visuals. The pilot should be able to see what is ahead of him, where he's going before they can fly through. Now, Oman Omoka said the flight was down, the helicopter was down. And just say the visibility was poor, and so the pilots decided to bring it down so he's going to be able to see ahead. You can also understand, say, around that side of Boise where the flight fell, a mountainous area, and then it's a forest. Now, one thing we should understand is that in forest, the fogs are huge. Forest, ayana fogs and the dorsal. Bosu gu hokese, intino ebo esi hokese. From the other side, the forest is more foggy, more cloudy. It rains more over there. Okay? So because visibility was poor, the pilot was down. So going into the forest areas where the fog was deep, no, he did not notice, say, biawoho. And then the flight touched Idiano and then it nosedived to hit into the mountain and then it fell in Ijatuma Omunyinashiwir. This is the chronology to my understanding, my experience with flights and all of that. But then let's understand, say, when we start to put out blames right now, we're not going to be able to get into the bottom of the matter. Let us keep quiet, calm down, stop putting blame, stop insinuating, said this and that and that and that is what caused it. I see people also trying to make it look spiritual. I understand it could be, but until now, we're not going to be able to say that. Let's wait for a proper aviation investigation into this. The black box is going to determine what exactly happened in the final moment, and we're going to be able to conclude it, bring the cause, and then find a solution to it. But before then, I need you to understand, say, helicopters only fly with visibility, visuals. If the pilot is inexperienced, it can create an accident. If the pilot cannot see well, it can create an accident. If there is a mechanical fault with the machine, it can create an accident. And all of these things are there. Let's also understand, say, helicopter crashes are common. They happen every time. In 2014, Kobe Bryant, basketball player, because of poor visibility and a fall year. Access Bank CEO on any year in America, and the tour from Enom Iran president 2024, and the tour from Enom say, visibility is the key to helicopter piloting. If helicopters are not getting good visibility from the side of the pilots, then I promise it is a catastrophe. And Susu Bucks, have a nice day.
So as you can see, helicopter and to say aeroplane no. Aeroplane there, Either muye tumu, muye ko, muye fufu. Wanya the compass in a chinoko. Because what me fly so, but helicopter to me kosusa. What is that is the difference. Helicopter to me kosusa, or no form kakra, and no her near kono diachiri, and no ko baby awoko. And they say mistake at say can one say driver her near el kosuna wa follow. Say bibi kata driver anima accident be see. Sana helicopter na koye and to say plane. So as it stands now, Ghana ye nim near cause ye. But after the investigation, no, we will all know the cause of that problem. We will know the cause of this accident. And we are not just going to know the cause of this accident for something else. We want to know the cause and then solve it. Say next time NC. Because then there are 8 next time it be more than that. So BBC that's a secret man. You find a solution to that. Say a B and CBU. Pass your comment. Medini came fantastic. Mamunyi